What's up, everybody? Solo Live here, and I want to thank everybody for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing my videos. And I will stutter. I will stutter, so nobody want to give me shit. I mean, people always give me shit for it, but whatever. But I want to apologize who if I offend somebody in that Blue Mate video. That's not why I attended. It just how I felt at that moment. I did calm down and see some positive behind it, but I will make another video talking about that. And I can't look at the camera because I'm an idiot. And I using this mic on my brother headset because it's actually way more better than people complaining. So I do listen to what you guys say, and I'm gonna continue listening. And this type of video I'm making about Dark Knight, it gonna be each every job. I'm talking about got my hands on it to when we release. Well, not like 1.0, but like 2.x or 3.x, whatever. Like then and now, and I'm gonna tell you my experience with it and just pick out random topics and make it more interesting, I guess. But yeah, well, let's start the video. What's up, everybody? Solo Live here, and I try to be sneaky just to press the X on this controller. I know I can edit it out, but fuck it. But anyway, we want to talk about Dark Knight in this video. One reason I want to talk about Dark Knight because it's my main, and we're not gonna talk about once I picked it up. We're gonna talk about once it be teased. They were teasing the Batman shirt, the Black Knight. Then everybody caught on quickly with Dark Knight, but we don't know what road it was. Rumor have it was a DPS, but I didn't believe that crap. And I ain't gonna lie, my friend did told me that it been announced that it's a DPS. Then he showed then he said in an interview. At that time I did watch every single interview. I still do, but there's a talking about Samurai Dark Knight. So I went on that tank boat. I went on that tank boat. I'm not gonna lie, but but he came out as a tank, and I was really happy. And some people were mad, but I was really happy. At that moment, I didn't care. I got the job I wanted, one of the main job I actually wanted as a tank. Um, then a few months go by. I think a year. I don't know, but a few months. I think a year. A few months go by. A few months went by. Then Heavyweight dropped. When Heavyweight dropped, it was interesting. What I mean by interesting, well, most people stick with a job they stick with. People just stick with their jobs. 2.x, which is fine. And I know a lot of people went to the new jobs, which I actually confirmed that Dark Knight gonna be my main no matter what. And I got Dark Knight level. Dark Knight started level 30. I love the job quest. Fast forward level 50. Um, level 50 when I get to new zones, then after I went to the new zones, I actually was happy that I actually using a new job in the expansion because I think I wouldn't have the same feel if I was a warrior, which I did what I did main before the expansion came out. I think I wouldn't have the same experiences. Same job but new zone. But even though I did that for Heavens for Stormblood, but you know what I mean. I guess I want a longsword. What I meant to say, I love longsword. I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm really happy that we stick with longswords than scythe because I'm more a big fan of scythe than longsword. But I kind of wish you could switch between the two. Just say like like you could just say like is a longsword and a scythe. They both same stats, but you can have a scythe or a longsword. Really, what I meant to say. But like I said, it'd be kind of cool. You could switch between the two, longsword and scythe. But you can, but you have to pay for it. Unless you want to play as a botanist, just have a scythe all day. But you could pay for it on the cash shop. To me, I don't recommend buying a scythe on a Dark Knight. If you want to, go ahead. To me, it don't feel worth it. You could tell like Dark Knight meant to use a longsword in this game, and the animation use a scythe is so fucking weird. Um, but talking about the animation for Dark Knight, I love it. I love Scourge, and I especially love Shadow Skin. They removed both of them, but Shadow Skin, no, not Shadow Skin. I'm sorry. Was it Shadow Skin? Yeah, it was Shadow Skin. Shadow Skin, you put up your sword, put your other hand on the sword, and close your eyes like you're doing a prayer. I love it, dude. It's a rampart really for a Dark Knight, but you see what I'm getting at. I love the animation. I love the abilities for Dark Knight. I love the combos. Everything seems fine. I love blood price. I love shadow wall, shadow skin, plunge, all that crazy stuff. As you can find out, I just did look at my screens trying to name some moves, but Why trying to say the animation look really cool? Okay, I'm gonna start talking about the AF. The AF is both of them look amazing. The 3.x and the 4.x, I love it. I ain't talking about stats, but because stats doesn't matter. Well, boy, as 3.x it did matter, but you know. But I love the design. I love looking at my character and say like yes, I'm a Dark Knight. This is what Dark Knight is supposed to look. But I like 3.x better because I just like it more. Um, I just like the design more, and I could keep the armor on for a large amount of time. If I let's say I'm not raiding, I could keep it on till like a next major patch, like hands down. Like you want to talk about AF, well 4.x AF, you don't keep it on very long because like when you do a dungeon, your gear may drop and you're gonna replace it. I know you can use glamour, but let me just use the armor. What I'm trying to say. Hopefully, in 5.x they would do what 3.x did with the AF. I don't mind they use that. I actually love that type. I actually love what they did right there. Do not make gear feel useless. How they did 4.x. I guess it's a good time to talk about stats since I'm talking about 3.x. Skill speed was shit. Well, I mean it's still shit for uh Dark Knight in 4.x, but it was way more shittier than back then than now. Because back then I could lose all my TP within 2 minutes and 17 seconds. And yes, I did time it, and for Paladin it actually was way worse. Somehow it was way worse for a Paladin because it was 1 minute and 47 seconds. I need to check my old phone to see the timer. But we talk about Dark Knight. But both of them, but TP was a horror. I don't know about Warrior. I didn't play much Warrior once I leveled it, but it was horrible. And I remember I went to raiding, and not raiding, but before a week before raid, I did Bismarck. I did beat Bismarck, and I was really happy I beat it because it wasn't hard. It was just annoying, but I did it over 100 times too. But the weapon was useless because I got an level 180 weapon at the time, and it was that weapon was on level 175. I didn't did Ravana till way later because like people told me Ravana watch out. The other day said that watch out. People say it was easy. Some people say it was okay. Some people say it was hard. So I did panic. I didn't did it. So fast forward. Once Raid came out, I ain't did well. That did already came out. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that when no mode of Alexander came out, the first turn, and I remember that I did the first 2 turn, and like they said the third. My friend told me the third turn as a tank, good luck. So I ain't gonna lie, I did skipped turn 3 of you want to call it A3 Alexander normal. And I did it the next week, and I done it. Then I like, dude, you made me skip a fucking week of loot. Like I was so mad. I was so irritated because he kind of did lie to me, but I guess we got 2 different play styles. So I had to chop that part out. I got an interruption, and yes, I'm still pissed off that he told me that the third turn was horrible. The first turn, the last turn wasn't that bad. I just sit there and just do my combo, but I'm still pissed off about that. But let's talk about Savage. Savage, I didn't clear it because it was so hard. And not because I was a Dark Knight, not because we got one of the reasons because it was expansion and the difficulty was like let me do this explanation. This was coil. This was I say second coil, third coil, Alexander. Like it was Savage was ridiculous. I didn't beat the first turn until like 2.1. It was ridiculous. I didn't beat the first 2 turns till like 2.1. I didn't beat it. I did went to the third turn. We were halfway there, and we were halfway there. So, we ended we ended it, and the group rather have a paladin instead of a Dark Knight. That was somebody told me, but the factual was they trying to use me for clears. Then because they do that warrior got had to do something that day, and I won't say they used me because I never cleared those two. They did this. I did good, and I did became good friend with the Dragoon. So I wouldn't say they didn't use me. They just need somebody to replace. But it did say they need a replacement. So I'm not gonna talk about that. That's a whole different video I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make talk about my 3.x story. So look forward to that. But let's talk about 4.x. Once I got powered, they did make they made some changes about Dark Knight. The thing about Dark Knight, once I went in 4.0 early access, and Dark Knight feels so fucking weird. It feels like a whole different job but simplified. Well, it was Dark Knight but really simplified, and like I didn't like how it was. Like I prefer 3.x than 4.x Dark Knight, but I still love Dark Knight. I say Dark Knight. I mean Dark Knight, and once I got every 2 levels, I started feeling a little difference and getting better and better. But level 48 when actually felt really good because you got what called Blood Spiller. Oh man, it was a hard hitter. But level 40 you get what called the Blackest Night, which is really good. It's just a defensive move. It's really good. Level 70, I love it. I mean, I don't like it as I did 3.x, but I still love it. But I'm still happy that Dark Knight, Dark Knight is still Dark Knight. I would say. I mean, they had to remove some move. They had to. Sorry, I touched the mic. They had to remove some move. They had to simplify the job. And I still remember people was at least on my server, people were bashing Dark Knight because at what point bringing Dark Knight in the Paladin because Paladin had this one ability and got raid utility yada yada, and like the raid utility thing was going on like it was more ridiculous now than back in the day, and people didn't take no Dark Knight. I mean, people just took Dark Knight, but they didn't take Dark Knight seriously till like you see the numbers parsers, and I did some numbers and I did change some people's mind, but some people doubt that parts were broken and like no level 70 tanks Bastion slots was on level 270 strength accessories, which I really hate. They did change the vid stuff. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. They did talk about they did change the vid and increase strength, but they put strength. Then later on they put strength in vid accessories. So I'm really happy they did that. But people still at that time still wanted strength accessories over vid accessories because like what was it on level 270 strength accessory at that time was still stronger than like the 310. I think that was it 310. Yeah, the 310 accessories because strength got a higher value because it was melee shit. But I mean, I still use the vid accessories, but I'm one of those type of things. I like vid. The more HP, the better, I guess. But I still, man, that day was funny. I hate Ragnar Reach, but those days was good though. I kind of miss those days. And to wrap up the video, I just gonna get that make this quick as possible. The Dark Knight job quest, I like it. I liked it because it built up to something better. It's just get built up, and like I'm not gonna spoil whoever didn't play Dark Knight, and I highly do recommend you playing. Whoever never played Dark Knight, I do recommend it. Even to this day, I still recommend it. Like I said, skip speed not that annoying, and and the Dark Knight still maintain OT. Depends who in the party. If it's a paladin, you got to maintain. If it's a warrior, it depends on the warrior. So they're gonna tell you probably to OT probably, but what would I get? I want to get on the score, but I highly recommend trying out Dark Knight. Dark Knight is freaking amazing, and it's still fun. But I will say one thing: Dark Arts is so fucking annoying. Like you have to keep spamming. Don't get me wrong, each tank got its spam button, but not as Dark Arts. Did I say Dark Knight? Oh my god! But Dark Arts is so annoying. You gotta keep spamming it. And you do lose track if you're not concentrating. But hopefully, 5.x if they fix that, they make a difference. I mean, make a different Dark Arts. You use it. It's like a buff for 10 seconds. You go whatever. But yeah. And yeah, guys, that's about it. And sorry for the edit. And I know the editing is super weird. I know each topic you're supposed to chop it up, but I suck at doing it. Probably hopefully my next video I get better at editing and just, just be more better doing this type of video. If you like this video or want to talk about your experience in Dark Knight or any other job, once you get your hand on it, and tell you, do you feel the same? Are you disappointed of it now, or you missed the old one, you like this one, like 4.x better? Sorry, I'm stuttering. But make sure you like, fair, share, and comment on this video. And there's something else I'm about to say. Oh yeah, next video gonna be on Tuesday. Well, next Tuesday, but I'm gonna post this one Tuesday, hopefully. I don't know what to name this video. I guess my story with Dark Knight, I guess. I do not know, but I'm gonna make up something out the blue. I'm probably gonna change it in the future. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. And the next video gonna be about Paladin. I got a great history of Paladin. It's probably gonna be a longer video. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And sorry to touch the mic, and take care.